So this week we're going to go to church. We're going to start out with someone who I have not seen in many, many years. And he used to be all over television. Everybody used to reference him every single day of the week. People would, one of the first sort of viral clips that were being passed around were of this guy. And his name is Dog the Bounty Hunter.
You know, I grew up a killer. I grew up with...
The caption reads, Dog the Bounty Hunter was convicted of 5 years in prison, but Jesus.
No, you believe it. Jackass. Little blogger twerp, you'll do fucking nothing.
This TikTok account is called God Behind Bars. Clearly a brain box runs this page. But here is Dog the Pufferfish. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look what he has done to his face. He looks like the cat. You remember the cats? Where, Jackie, says Ducky Mia. Yeah, the cat. Mother Stallone. Look at him. Was he burned in a fire recently, says Rob? Dog the Botox Hunter. Where, Jackie. Remember her? She had a terrible TV show, says Rob. So I don't know what happened to him. I think maybe his wife died a few years ago and he just started getting surgery to try and look like her.
Hey.
Oh my God, Jackie!
Yeah, Jackie.
Oh my God!
Thanks for talking me out. Let's see what Dog has to say about Christ. Now, we welcome all religions in the Conor G Show chat, but we also have to slag everyone off as well.
You know, I grew up a killer. I grew up with murderers.
I grew up a killer. Well, why aren't you in prison for life then? I hate that, just like the rappers do. They always try and take street cred from the bold boys what did it and ran away.
You know, I grew up a killer. I grew up with murderers.
Get back to prison if you're a murderer then. And if you grew up with murderers, that's a very different thing from you being a killer then, isn't it? You fake fucking hard man.
I grew up like that. Hey,
So I think his show ended whenever his... I think I could be mixing this up with Hulk Hogan, by the way. But his daughter recorded a phone call where he was saying, no daughter of mine is going to be dating a black person. Now, he didn't use those terms that I just used. So it was either Dog or I'm mixing it up with Hulk Hogan. But I believe that was the end of his television career after that.
Changed my life in Jesus. A very young age, I joined the Devil's Disciples and became Sergeant of Arms. I would shoot up whiskey in my veins so that I get crazy mad.
What the fuck? This guy's just a liar. This guy's just a big baloney smoker. I think Dog only ingests workman's glue these days. Ironically, Dog looks like the guy who turned himself into a cat. Yeah, that's what I was saying, the cat. I think that was his name, yeah, the cat. Yeah, I said it about 5 or 6 times during the start of this segment. You gonna listen or are you gonna... Thinking of Hogan, brother, while he was talking about his wife sharing with Bubba the Love Sponge. No, that is a completely separate incident, Google-doob. Wrong again. Yet again. Okay, let's continue with Big Fat Lying Idiot.
Young age, I joined the Devil's Disciples and became...
A fake gang that Homer Simpson made up. The Devil's Disciples. Yeah, that sounds like a real gang.
Sergeant of Arms.
Sergeant of Arms.
Would shoot up whiskey in my veins so that...
I mean, that is just the most blatant lie I've ever heard. I would shoot up whiskey in my veins since sipping it is so awfully difficult. No, I think I'll take this. I think I'll take my drink intravenously, if you don't mind. Bart, keep...
I get crazy mad. So
Idiot,
I would walk
liar.
up to somebody and just throw him down. Yeah.
What led you in?
Why?
3 of my brothers pulled up to a house to buy dope one night, and he took a sawed off, unknown to any of us, and went in and tried to rob the guy. So the guy grabbed the gun, it hit him in the shoulder, and so he came running out, and his hand was all bloody. Get up in the morning, I heard the radio. Dwayne Chapman is being sought for this
His real name.
gunsling massacre. The jury came out and convicted all 4 of us of homicide. So I was looking at the death house. So I was asking God when I went in, why am I in here? You know that I did not commit this. And God said, well, every single brick that's in the area that you see is a law you broke and you didn't get caught. And then all of a sudden I hear this voice in my mind.
Wait, so is he a killer or?
You shall reap what you sow. There was one
That
Bible.
didn't happen.
Opened the Bible up and I pointed down to it and it said, lovest thou me, feed my sheep. Instead of doing 5 years in a day, I did only 18 months. We're going to prisons and we are now.
If you were convicted of murder, they wouldn't have given you 18 months. I think you're a liar.
Hunting souls for Jesus Christ.
Gives a hug, gives a kiss, dog. Okay, this caption reads, the first person Jesus brought to heaven was an inmate. Yeah, we learned that in P1.
There were 3 crosses. Jesus was in the middle, and there were 2 convicts on his side. Well, they were both thieves, the Bible says. One thief looked at Jesus and said, hey, if you was so cool and almighty G-O-D, you'd bust us out of this, off these crosses, and you'd bust yourself out. We'd have
Nowhere appears in the Bible.
And the other convict said, hey, I believe who you are, Bella. I believe in Jesus the Christ, the Son of God. And Jesus said, before he gave up the ghost, today, you.
This is the most blasphemous thing I've ever witnessed.
That said that.
And I'm the host of the Conor G Show.
Will eat with me and my Father. Today I'm going to heaven, he said. And you will be with me and Dad in heaven.
Dad.
Brothers and sisters, the first person that Jesus took through the gates of heaven was a
Motley Glue, says Rarewitch.
A felon. Jesus was executed. He was wrongly executed. He was set up. He was innocent, but he died for us.
All right, that was Pastor Dog there. So let's check in with the chat are saying about old Dr. Dog there. Chapman's new series, Dog Unleashed, was cancelled in 2021. Before it aired, production company sued Chapman for breach of contract, alleging that he made racist and homophobic outbursts and illegally used a taser. Chapman has denied the accusations. Thanks for that, Ducky Meow, executive producer of the Conor G Show. Thank you. You can inject whiskey, she asks. I don't think so. He's a liar. Alcoholics have to do it sometimes, says Rare Witch. No. Incorrect. Yes. If this dude tried to catch me, I would just leave a plate of cat food by the door and make a run for it. Google says it was Deaf Hogan talking about his odd daughter when testifying about him riding Bubba's ugly wife. There can be more than 2 racist outbursts from Hulk Hogan. Google Doob, it was a different scenario. His forehead is so rough it holds them sunnies up, no issues. He looks like he escaped from a GTA game and is trying to adapt to reality. How come Christians open the Bible at the exact line they need and it's never like, where 2 or 3 were gathered? Says Stedman. Is he still alive? Says Chug4X, who Dog the Bounty Hunter. Those are recent clips, I think. Jesus let him F up his face, says Ducky Meow. He died 40 years ago before that video was recorded. Yeah, he's rotted. He is rotting. Alright. So they inject the whiskey when their stomach can't take it anymore. Alright, I don't believe it. I'm calling bullshit. And no, that didn't happen. Okay.